Welcome, football fans, to another episode of From the Hip. Today is December 2nd, 2023, and we are in smack dab in the middle of week 13. Uh, Let me get right into it so I can introduce our crew with us. Joining us today is Justin Rodriguez, Kory Thompson, and Mo from One Mo Show. Gentlemen, welcome.
What's
Hope
up?
everybody had a good time.
Surprise,
Morning.
surprise.
Guys, let me get right into it, okay? Thursday night. I want to be the first one to say that we finally got an opportunity where you can no longer say that the Cowboys have not defeated anyone this season, because they did defeat the Seahawks. Now, did they defeat the Eagles? No, not yet. Did they play the 49ers and win? No, they did not. But you asked for something and they delivered. Okay. They finally played a above 500 team, a team that is in the playoffs right now as we currently speak, and they beat them. And they beat him because of Dak. He did not fall apart. In fact, the defense actually started to fall apart, and he pulled it out in the fourth quarter. So, with that said, can we give them a little bit of love? That, you know what, they're showing signs of what they needed to be. And I'm gonna go straight to the number one hater, Mo.
Oh my God.
Can I get a little love?
No, you cannot get love.
Why
No,
not?
you should save me for last. No, you shouldn't have. You shouldn't have came to me. You would not get love because we all haven't felt like the Seahawks were doing much for a few weeks now. And you just beat up on another team that's on a downward spiral.
I hear you, but prior to the game, you were one of the ones saying that,
I said
this
that
was
y'all was
the
gonna
first.
win.
Yeah, you did say they were going to win. It was obvious we were going to win.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Matter of fact,
this
you
is
know what? Hold on.
this is my thing. Y'all got
It
to
ain't look.
Like this.
It ain't look
Let me get it right
obvious.
like this. Let me
Yeah,
get it
it,
right
did,
like
it didn't
that.
look
First.
obvious. That
It
see,
didn't
the
look
thing
obvious.
is,
It looked kind of tough.
yeah, it looked tough for
kinda
y'all. So I
It
don't
kinda
know why this would look like a game. I mean, yeah, Dak played well at points, but it's like it didn't look how it sound.
All right. Hold on. I'm gonna bring Mr. Thompson into this. Kory,
Yeah.
did we or did we not last week just watch the Buffalo Bills damn near beat the Eagles? Probably should have beaten the Eagles.
We saw that. Yeah.
If it wasn't for a 60-yard field goal, the Eagles have a loss.
Yeah.
Is
Mhm.
that not a comparable game to this particular game?
Uh, I wouldn't say it's comparable because it's a different level of competition. It was plus they were playing in some horrible weather conditions over there. For me personally, my thing is I've said Dak needs to play like this all the time. From way back before the Philly game, I was saying if Dak plays like this, he can get all the credit in the world, and that's the
Okay, but he
statement I
didn't,
stand
and he
on.
gets some credit.
He's I said he had to do it consistently, and he has. He had that one bad game the week prior that I told you, hey, he's
It
going to
wasn't
come out
that
and
bad.
play.
It
Well,
wasn't that bad. It wasn't like he threw like 4 interceptions.
no. But when you're not putting up
He didn't
enough
have the
numbers,
games that
he
he's been
wasn't able to
having.
move the ball in the air, and he did it. He did it. He got almost 300 yards against this Seahawks secondary I've been hearing about all season. Yeah, go ahead, wipe
And
your
Mo, you
eyes.
definitely
Go
was
ahead,
one of those guys.
you was too. So I've been telling you about this
No, I
secondary.
don't know
The
shit about
secondary's
this
good, but they're
Seahawks
just young.
secondary.
So for Dak to come out and get a win like this, it was impressive. Gino had more yards, but Gino did have a pick. Dak had 3 touchdowns, so did Gino. So Gino did win this battle. I mean, Dak did win this battle. So that's all I can say is yes, Dak gets some credit. That defense, they'll fill the holes. They'll figure out a way. Mike McCarthy's a great head coach, in my opinion, and they'll figure it out. So he
Justin,
gets some credit.
you being the Seahawks, that's the reason I saved you for last. I know you're a Seahawks fan. I know that you're kind of biased in what you're going to say, but what you cannot, what I don't think you can say is that the Seahawks are trash because you're sitting there wearing
Hell no,
their cap right now. So
they not.
they hit a rough patch. Yes, they've hit a rough patch, but so did the 49ers.
Exactly.
So did KC. All right. Other teams have hit rough patches all seasons. I'm not going to write off the Seahawks because they're still going to go to the playoffs. So, with this win, can you admit to me that at least some of the heat is off of Dak? I'm not saying all the heat. I'm not saying that's it. We're done. Dak has nothing left to prove. That's not what I said. I said, can we admit that some of the heat is off of him? That at this point, he's starting to catch everybody's eyes as okay, maybe he is having the season that the rest of the Cowboy fans are saying he's been having. Justin?
I'm gonna give him his flowers, bro, because he played amazing. I think Dak played a great game, in my personal opinion. He finally won under the lights. So I see it as, yeah, you get a little bit of you finally get a little bit of heat off him, but I feel like he still got a good amount. But is some of the heat? Yeah, it's definitely something because he finally went under the lights. He finally came back. He did what he had to do in the fourth quarter. He was down, came down the field, and scored. So at the end of the day, you can't deny what he did. So I give him his flowers.
I appreciate that from you. And you know what? I'm going to let Mo slide because he knows that jersey is coming. And it's all good because you know what? Everybody needs a job, including haters. Haters need a
You
job.
forgot about that.
Bro.
Okay.
If
I think
they
we're gonna
make
let
it,
Mo be the
Mo,
hater.
I
We're
feel
gonna
so
let Mo
bad
be
for
the
you.
hater on this one. And we're going to move forward.
Uh,
Gentlemen, let me get into our quick picks. Let's start right away with the Colts Titans. I want to talk about this one because the Colts, yes, they are a playoff team right now in this race right now. So Minshew Mania, is this still even a thing? Because he's still there. Kory, let me start with you on this.
It's still a thing. I mean, they've been impressive to a degree. I still think they should be using Zach Moss versus Jonathan Taylor. That's my personal opinion. But I think they're going to get this win. They need this win to stay in the playoffs. So it's going to be huge for them. And the Titans haven't looked good at all the last few weeks, in my opinion. So I think the Colts it's going to be a grinding game because they're both in the same division. They're rivals. But the Colts will figure it out and get the win.
All
and
right.
yes, Minshew Mania is still alive if you want to go that far.
Let's go to the hater. Mr. Mo, what's up with Minshew Mania, man?
Ask him about
That's
the
your
ops.
ex-boy, man. That's your ex-partner in crime. Bro.
Ask about the ops.
Minshew Mania is dead. It's dead. It's dead. It's in the ground. It's got a tombstone. It's pretty too. You just got to put your flowers out there. I don't want it. Who win this game? Let me just look because I see quick picks in the corner. I'm ready to get past this.
Wow.
Colts.
Okay. And what about you, Justin?
There's no Jonathan Taylor this week, so Zach Moss we're gonna really see what Zach Moss got. But I ain't worried about Zach Moss, bro, because you know what I'm standing on. Minshew Mania, baby. You already know what we're going on. I'm taking the Colts. Minshew Mania is real. I'm trying to tell y'all that. It's real. You can't deny what he's done over there.
I got you. Well, you know what? It's hard to say that the Colts are not going to win.
I deny what I want to.
Yeah. All right, but it's hard to. So I think it's unanimous. We all think that the Colts are going to win this one in Tennessee. All right, Lions coming into New Orleans. This one's important because the New Orleans just got knocked out of their top spot of their division. Falcons are now in the playoffs. I said
the NFC South, yeah.
are now in the playoffs. So New Orleans is desperate to get back up there. With that said, the Lions have been on a little bit of slide and can't afford to really lose too many games. So can either one of these teams end the slide because they both lost last week. They can't afford to keep on losing. Justin, let me start with you on this.
Saints have more need to win, but more than the Lions do. But I think because the Lions lost on Thanksgiving, that they're gonna come out a whole different team. But I see they're gonna run the ball down the Saints' throats. So I see that Lions over the Saints.
Mo?
Yeah, I think the Saints need this game more than the Lions, but I think the Lions gonna go in there and get the win. Probably in it's not gonna be a blowout. It's not gonna be a shootout. I don't think. I just think it's gonna be a Lions win, basically.
I got you. And what about you, Kory?
They win a C2 impressive offenses going against each other, but the Lions are going to win in the end. The Lions' 3 losses are against, they played the Seahawks, the Ravens, and they just lost to the Packers. Packers was a fluke. Seahawks were a pretty powerful team at the start of the season. Ravens, we know where they stand right now, so the Lions are going to win this game easy. But I think it'll be a good scoring game. Because the Lions defense hasn't been that great.
You just wanted to watch the game, but do you really think the Green Bay is a fluke? I think Green Bay is trying to do something now. It might be late in the season. I'm not going to say they're going to be great, but I think they're trying to do something. But yeah, Lions win this game. I think it's going to be interesting. It's going to be, I think it's going to be back and forth a little bit. Bengals Jaguars. Here's why I want to talk about this game. Because it makes me almost sad. That's why I wrote sob. Sob.
Oh, I thought we were saying SOB.
No. I was like, sob. What this game could have been. This Monday night game could have been game of the week, man. If Joe Burrow did not get hurt. And I'm not going to go back into that because I was mean.
You don't want to play the tribute?
No, I don't want to play the tribute.
Just show the lady crying. Just show the lady.
No, bro. We don't need to play no tribute, bro.
But okay, but is there anybody who thinks that the Bengals have a shot of winning this game? Honestly,
not without a quarterback.
Especially coming off of the Jaguars just losing, I think they're probably tight pissed. To be honest with you,
not without a quarterback. The Bengals need a quarterback for their weapons. They need somebody who can hit those weapons and get that ball moving and make some adjustments when needed. They shouldn't beat the Jags. I can't say they can't. I'm gonna say they shouldn't beat the Jags because we are talking about the NFL and
the NFL.
One play can change.
Anybody who doesn't know the rule out there, on any given week, any team can win against any other given team. That's called the NFL parity rule. With that said, it's unlikely. It's highly unlikely for the Bengals to beat the 49ers now without Joe Burrow. But doesn't mean it can't happen.
Yeah.
So are all of us down for saying that the Jags are going to win this one?
Yeah.
Sure.
You know how I rock, man.
Okay, now let me give you some flowers, Mo, because you know what I've been talking about, because I've been trying to get everybody to just admit that Dak is one of the members of the conversation for MVP, only because that's all I want. I'm not even saying he's going to win it. I'm saying he deserves to be mentioned. That's all I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But let me say one thing that I'm going to say right now. If Trevor Lawrence if his name doesn't start getting thrown in that mix, I'm going to change this hat and I'm going to start putting on my Jaguar hat just so I can say what is going on. Why are we ignoring him? Now that Dak's getting his flowers from the rest of the league, that's fine. That's beautiful. I'm happy about that. And I'm still rooting for him.
Yeah.
But can we start talking about Trevor Lawrence a little bit? The guy's having a great season. And it's like people are throwing everybody else in this league in front of him. I still think Dak's having a better season personally. But
was his season great, though?
But we're talking this because all of these quarterbacks are right here. They're all right there.
That's why I don't understand Kory's face right now. Him and Lamar have the same season right now.
But I never said Lamar was being great. I've never said that. Even when they said Lamar should be winning the MVP, I said no. That is 100% facts that I said no.
Okay, but what I'm going to say is that Lamar's name has been mentioned.
Yes,
Mahomes' name is mentioned.
that's all he's saying.
Dak's
You
name
can't
is being
you can't
mentioned.
mention Lamar
Finally,
and have that
okay?
season and have those
Hurts has
stats
been
and don't mention Trevor.
Listen,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is
I'm
can we start
That's all
putting
he's saying.
him in this list
me.
as guys who are possibilities? Okay, you're talking about a team that is what ranked third in the AFC.
Yes.
Okay, and that's
Yes.
a tough thing because you got Baltimore, KC, and the Jags.
Yes.
All right, he is the leader of the team. Can you point to somebody else on that team that's the reason why they're number 3? Don't get
Who
me wrong;
you asking me?
they got good
They'll-
players. But what I'm
They'll
saying
say
is
Travis.
he's the
They'll say
reason.
Travis. Most people are
Okay,
going to say
it's
Travis.
Travis. Travis is holding up. He's playing fantastic.
Travis is a dog. Travis is a dog, but without Lawrence, Travis is not a dog. So you gotta look at it like that. Like I look at that. The way I look at it is that if you have another quarterback there, and I'm not even going to name a quarterback. Let me just say, I'm just going to say you have a mediocre quarterback
Travis
there.
playing
You
fantastic
start
football,
cheating.
man.
You start cheating.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You start
Yeah.
cheating there. So that's
So,
why Trevor Lawrence gives that element where you can't
Mhm.
really cheat the run game. So
let me ask you this then. Okay. Since you like Dak so much, and Dak's played some tremendous quarterbacks this season.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence lost to the Chiefs. Okay. Number one. Won against the Bills, lost to the 49ers. They got to play Baltimore. And that's really it. That's really the top of his list this season for competition as far as other quarterbacks. Now, hold
That
on.
was
Let me
supposed to look
finish.
different. That
He's
was
got
supposed to
like
look different.
20, but that's the top of his list for this season. And like I said before, I said
Hold on, let me
Lamar
bring
should
this up.
not be
Since-
in the
Since you
MVP
want to go there,
conversation. I'm going there because
well,
I'm
since you
talking
want to
about
go there,
this.
let's go there. Let's talk
Let's
about
go.
it.
oh
Trevor's
yeah, I like
got
this.
2,700 yards. He's got 2,700 yards, right?
Let me bring this up a
What
little
else
bit.
has he got?
Roger, let me get a rid of this thing here so you can see this.
He's got 12 touchdowns, but he also has 7 interceptions. He's also got 7 picks on the season. To where you got guys like Stroud, Dak, Mahomes, they're playing a lot better. I still, the only reason you could put Jalen Hurts' name in that category is because Philly's been winning. I'm not sold on the Jalen Hurts thing because the way he's been playing as a whole, I'm not sold on it. Like
That's
his
kinda crazy
numbers
to
aren't the
say.
best. But I'm saying his numbers aren't the best. The way he's been playing, he's been getting outplayed.
All right,
in a lot of games.
numbers. I'll give you numbers,
Yeah.
but
Hold on, wait, let me
playing
stop
is
you
a
right
whole
there
different
for
story.
1
I'm
second.
saying the
Because
way
here's
his
the thing.
numbers look.
Corey has been telling me that nobody's an MVP. Corey, the season ends right now. Who's your MVP?
I already told you there's only 2 guys that I would consider MVP as far as quarterbacks right now.
I didn't say quarterbacks. I
Oh.
say who's your
as
MVP?
far as MVP,
He don't even know.
you have to.
You don't have an MVP, and you telling everybody
I'm
who's
about
not
to
MVP
tell
is
you
crazy.
right now, and you're not gonna like it.
Bro, if you say Myles Garrett, I'm gonna walk out this
No,
room. I
I'm
promise.
not saying Myles Garrett. I would
about to
love
say
to say
Dak.
Myles Garrett.
About to
Yes,
say Dak.
Dak has the impressive body of work right now, as far as numbers, wins, and stuff like that. Stroud looks good too, but Dak would be the front runner.
Okay, well, unfortunately, he's not the front runner. Would you
It's the
admit
man
that?
saying.
Hold on. Would you say that Hurts is on that list, top 3?
He has to be, just for the fact that they're winning. They've been winning, and he's in the clutch moments. He's showing up. He's not playing. Yes, he's not playing quarters 1 through 3, but when it comes to that fourth quarter, it's like he finds another gear, and he's showing
It's
up.
really sad that we would even say that. It's. I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong.
No. I know, but it's like, where
I'm not
can
saying you're wrong.
what
I'm
else
just
can
saying
we
it's
say?
really sad that we're literally saying that the guy who's number 1 for MVP is a guy who doesn't show up for the game for 3 quarters.
And you see, like, well, maybe 2, but you saw like his work last year was crazy.
Last year they was blowing people out. He didn't need to play after the half.
Yeah, crazy. And then this year he's struggling. He's having this decline. So
He might be doing it on purpose.
you think they trying to tank for a pick?
might do it a little on purpose. Making a little more interesting. You know what I'm saying? Some more
Numbers
tickets.
wise,
Yeah.
numbers wise, see, this is why Kory tripped me out, because he picks and chooses when he want to use that number stats crap. Okay,
I've
if
said
we want to
that.
sit up here, if we want to sit up here and talk about MVP, you can put Trevor in the conversation, because guess who got more passing yards out of Jalen Hurts and Trevor?
Yeah. Trevor
Guess
has
who
more
has
touch.
more interceptions? The only thing Jalen Hurts has better than is a record, and he got more touchdowns. But you can't pick and choose when you want to use numbers.
But I'm
Yeah.
not saying that. I'm saying it's MVP is a combination of both wins and
Now you want to
numbers.
say that when me and
I'm
Justin
just
was
saying.
yelling the other
But
show?
when you were just talking about Trevor, I don't think Trevor.
I didn't say that. You see, I didn't
Trevor's
say that, right?
on the
I'm
bottom end of
chilling
that
right now.
list.
I'm chilling right now.
So, and I said that his body of work, like the teams he's played so far, comparative to Dak, who's played better teams. Just to be honest, Dak has played better teams over
To
this.
me,
this
and I'm happy that somebody's finally giving some flowers to Dak, but I'm gonna say this. The reason I brought it up is because I'm tired of the same people just being handed the award. Hurts, I'm so against him getting the award. It's just insane. Guy shows up at the end. Don't get me wrong. Yes, team is winning. But didn't this team just win a Super Bowl a few years ago without him?
Yeah, Nick Foles.
That was
Okay.
how long
I'm
ago
just saying,
was
didn't
that?
they just do that?
2017.
So
Yeah.
is the
17.
whole team gone? Is that whole defense gone? Because they won because of their defense. Is that whole defense gone?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
They have
It's
a
like, is
whole
this a
defense,
completely different
man.
team to me? I don't see it as a completely different team.
It's a completely different team.
A different team.
I don't know about all
Remember
that.
that head coach came over and he cleaned that shit out. He cleaned it out.
Sirianni
Yeah.
came over there and he
Cleaned it out.
basically got rid of everybody that Doug Peterson had.
Yep.
The only person he kept was Hurts.
Except for a few pieces here and there. But like,
Yeah, but that's the stars. The
Like
stars.
the tight end.
Yeah.
Who else did he keep? A couple.
It ain't even stars because he got rid of Zach Ertz. Like,
yeah, but they had Goddard and Ertz. They're both going to cost them money.
Signed again. Back over
they
there.
kept somebody on the defense. I think
Slay.
it was an end. No, not Slay. Slay came over.
Year after.
Slay came. Yeah, it was somebody
not
like an
after,
end or something like
after,
that. Yeah, Slay came over from the Lions.
It's just funny. I'm just not a big Hurts fan because, like I said, he doesn't do it the whole game. His numbers are not even close to being where the other people's numbers are. And I just feel like we're just giving it to him just because the team's winning. That's it. Just because the team's winning, we're going to give it to him. Don't get me wrong. He's had moments like at the Buffalo game when he came back in overtime. That was a wonderful performance. And I get you. You got moments where he plays like an MVP. But what happened to the other 50 minutes of the game, though?
And that's what
I agree with you. I agree with that. But the thing about it is that the only reason why I give an argument, and I'm not an Eagles fan by all means, and I'm definitely not a Jalen Hurts supporter. The only way I'll give him his support is because he's really the definition of a most valuable player on that team, because they really don't sweat losing because they believe so deeply in Jalen Hurts, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, they could be down 14, like they could be down 21.5 and be like, it's okay, we're gonna come back.
I can tell you right now that the Cowboys fans and the Cowboys themselves feel the same way about Dak. I'm sure the Jaguars fans and Jaguars feel the same way about Trevor. So my point is, I hear you. You're right. They believe in him. I believe in Dak. I'm sure Mo believes in Trevor.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is,
the man came from 27, bro.
Yeah, can we start keeping it even? Can we start looking at this evenly and saying, okay, I see you over there too. I'm not just going to go with this one guy because his team is winning.
Yeah.
Well, I have a question. Would you guys put Mahomes in this conversation?
I would. No. I would put him in the conversation.
Well, then
I'm not saying he's number one. I'm not even saying he's number 5. I'm saying
I wouldn't even put him in.
I asked that. I asked because of this person. I want to ask for. What about Purdy?
Brock Purdy has great numbers, but here's what hurts him to me.
Purdy ain't the MVP of his team.
Yes.
So why would I
Is
make
he
him the
not?
MVP of the league?
You know why? Yeah, no, he's
No,
not.
he's
Because I'll
not.
tell
He
you
got
what,
hey,
Trent Williams,
he hit it
Trent Williams
right
is
over the
more
head right
important to
there.
that team than him.
Who? What?
The guy who was out for 3 weeks, the same 3 weeks that they lost.
Debo
Who was it?
Samuel.
Debo?
Debo and Trent Williams, those two
Trent
guys
Williams.
Oh,
alone.
Trent Williams.
Trent
Mike
Williams
Williams.
was on was hurt for 3 weeks. The same 3 weeks that they lost. Okay, Debo was hurt those same 3 weeks. What I'm saying is that Brock was there, and we were all talking about Brock's being exposed. He wasn't
We
exposed.
sat on this
Whoa,
show and
whoa,
said
whoa, whoa,
he
whoa,
needed,
whoa. Let's
he needed
not.
the Avengers. Yes, we did.
No. I never said he was being exposed
Oh yeah,
at all.
Corey's the
I
only one who never
said
does
he
anything.
was
He never
still
says anything
playing.
on that.
I said he was still playing at a good clip, and that it was the offensive coordinator and the defensive coordinator's fault, where everybody was like, "Oh, he's being exposed," and he was
Oh, it's
still putting up
everybody's fault
numbers.
except
No.
the
Yeah.
man who
And
needs the
Purdy was
Avengers to
not
win.
playing bad. Purdy was not playing bad. Those 3 losses.
Brock Purdy is not an MVP based off of the fact that he has other players on his own.
Well,
team
he's on the
that
heels
he's
of
competing with.
Mahomes.
He's not.
He's really on the heels of
Nobody's
Mahomes.
competing with Trevor Lawrence other than Trevor for the Jaguars. Nobody's competing with Dak on the Cowboys. Okay. Brock Purdy would have to compete with Trent, Debo,
Fred
and
Warner.
Christian McCaffrey, and he loses on every
Yes.
single one of them. So no, he can't win the MVP of the league when he can't win MVP of his own team.
Ain't
I like
a
that right
shame.
there.
Ain't
like
that a
that.
shame the way this guy's played
I'll
all
stand on
season.
business on that.
I like that right there.
We're gonna go
But
to the next one.
He beat Trevor
Let's get
Lawrence.
into this next game. I don't want to run an hour and a half show because I'm fast.
Woo! And then he had to have the Avengers to do it. Oh my God, Avengers!
Yo, I
That's
saw
simple.
that one.
Woo!
Sneak this
He
in.
put up 296 with 3 tutties
He
on
needed
Trevor.
to
I'm
beat
just
Lawrence.
do
saying.
everything he's done in his career. He put
I'm
Trevor Lawrence that
just
same team. They
saying.
undefeated. I don't
I'm
want to hear about no
just
doggone Brock
saying.
Purdy.
He beat Trevor Lawrence, man. He did. I'm just
You ain't
saying.
play. See, the thing is, they don't
I'm
play
just
y'all.
saying.
So I don't even want to hear
I'm
this.
just saying what the man did. Just saying what the man did. And he still looked impressive in his losses. The only bad loss he had was against that Cleveland team. But against Minnesota, he looked good.
All right, let's
and
move
against
forward.
Cincy,
Let's
he
move
looked
forward. Let's move forward. Let's get into some real talks. Broncos against Houston. Houston just came off that loss last week, so they need this game to get back on. But the thing is that this guy, I mean, he's given us everything else. He's shown us everything else about how mature he is as a young quarterback. But there's one thing he hasn't shown us yet, which is what he has the opportunity to show us. Can he, as a young quarterback, take a situation where they rode that high? Now they're starting to hit that low. Can he right the ship and get them back in? Because they're right outside the playoffs. And I am going to start with Justin on this one.
Thank God you did. No, not this game.
There we go.
Not this game. He's not gonna do it this game.
So
You
you
know how I
think
feel
the
about these?
Broncos are going to go into Houston and just beat them up?
Yeah. Same way they went in Kansas City and beat them up. I'm telling you, they're going to win this game. Broncos going to win this game. They playing their heart, bro. I said it last week. I stayed on business. I don't see nobody making no commentary this week. Broncos going to go into Houston, stand on business again, and continue to be the hottest team in the NFL right now.
Do you think that they slow him down from hitting his 350 or 400-yard marks the way he's been doing?
Yeah. I think he'll still have like 250, a little under 300, but I don't think he's going to hit 3.
I want him to hit 3.
I'm not going to say they're not. I don't think he's going to hit 3.
Don't bring up prize picks to me. I thought that Seahawks game was going to be one of them boring games, and your boy Dak and Geno put on a fucking show, and
He did.
Made me lose my money.
You know what though? I am going to give some credit because I kind of skipped over it. So let me rewind for a second. Geno might have been the game of the year for him in a loss. It's okay. It's a shame that it was in a loss, but that's the Geno that we saw last year. That's the Geno we really need to see for them to to beat some of these teams in the NFC going forward.
That's
So,
exactly what I said.
so if
Everything
Gino
depends on
does
Gino.
happen to see this passing through YouTube while he's taking a shit, all right, listen, okay, I'm telling you right now, kudos to you. Do that shit more. Just don't do it to the Cowboys.
And kudos to DK.
Yeah, DK.
Yeah.
Wow.
Continue not to write back. Don't write back.
I told
Whatever
you,
he did,
they got film.
whatever he
on
Right
did
back.
with it, whatever that sign language was when he put standing on business. Oh yeah,
They ain't on business, man.
All right. So, okay, so let me get Broncos, Houston. Kory, who needs this more?
Houston. They got to get back into it.
Broncos are not in it.
I said Houston. They need
I
to
know
get
that.
back
What I'm
into
saying
it.
is you
Broncos
don't think
not
they
in
need
it
to?
yet.
Nah, I'm not. I can't.
oh.
The Broncos. No, Russell Wilson has just been a game managing quarterback. He's not putting up good numbers. That defense isn't the 2000 Baltimore defense where you had guys like Ray Lewis back there killing them and you had Trent Dilfer leading the helm. But we actually in Baltimore had a running back in Jamal Lewis. Yes, it's not that 2000 Ravens defense, brother. It really isn't.
Hold on.
So you can't.
I'm going to bring this up.
Denver is just winning games
Denver's
off
not in
of
the
just
playoffs yet.
dumb luck, basically. They can't run the ball. They're not passing the ball on offense. Yes, they can't run the ball and they're not passing. Look at their numbers on offense. Russell Wilson's averaging like maybe 190. They're getting like 60 yards out of Javonte Williams. I should know because I have him on my fantasy team. Both of them.
All right, but you do realize they're on a 5-game win streak, though, right?
I realize that.
Hottest team in the
I
NFL
understand
right
that.
now.
But we just said earlier that you can win on any given Sunday, given the circumstances.
Okay, well,
And I think Houston needs this game more
They
to
beat the
stay in
Packers, they beat the
contention.
Chiefs, they beat the Bills, they beat the Vikings, and they beat the Browns.
They didn't go through no
Okay.
chumps, bro.
I'm not
those
saying they
are
went
tough
through no
teams.
Trump. All right, Chiefs, Mahomes was hurt. Bills, Josh Allen's been
Mahomes wasn't hurt, he
suspect.
played.
And you can't say nothing, Mo, because you were one to say Josh Allen plays to the level of his competition.
Yes.
Did
yes.
you do, or did you? Okay.
Yes. Yes.
No.
No. You can't do that when they on a
No, I can't do
5-gate
that.
because you
I
named
can
one
do that.
quarterback.
I could do
out of
that.
5. You named one
I think
quarterback.
two out of two. I think two.
You
Who
didn't
was the
just
other
say
team?
that.
I said,
Tell
Dobbs
me
on your
you
said
didn't
Mahomes.
just say that.
I said Mahomes was
Aren't you
hurt.
the guy who's raving
I
about
said
Dobbs all
Mahomes was
freaking
hurt.
season?
Hold on. I'm gonna
He
get
beat
there.
Dobbs.
I'm getting
Come on.
there.
Can you pull up that graphic
getting
again? The
there.
one with all the teams' losses, the schedule, and everything. Can you pull that back up?
I don't.
Because I'm about to use this in my argument real quick.
The Broncos aren't on this list because they're outside of the playoffs, and that's my exact.
You want me to bring? I'll bring up the Broncos schedule.
Okay,
Hold
the
on.
Broncos are sitting right now outside of the playoffs, but they're right there, and that's
They're
my
pretty
exact
close,
point to it. Okay, hold on.
But you asked me who I think is what I'm
Hold
thinking.
on.
I'm
Let me
going
bring
with
the standings
Houston.
up because that's important. Here it is,
Yeah,
right
it
here.
is.
Okay, it's
They
very
right there.
important. Let me take this out.
So
Okay.
Denver's got.
The Broncos are at 6-5. Houston is at 6-5. Both teams find themselves at the number. They're tied for the number 8 spot. They're at the same record with the Colts. That's why I said who needs this game more. Okay, and to sit there and suggest that the Broncos are not playing their hearts out, that's insane.
I never said they weren't playing their hearts out. I
They're on
said
a
their
5-game
offense isn't playing great. You got to stop misquoting me. I said their offense isn't playing great, and that
But the
defense
team,
isn't
I
that
did not even
Baltimore
talk about
Ravens
offense, defense. I said the
I'm talking
team,
about
sir.
the.
They're on a
I just
5-game win
took
streak.
both of them.
They beat
They've been finding
Dobbs
ways
and your
to
Vikings.
win.
I can't
Okay.
wait till Justin jump on your ass.
Now
Yeah,
the Texans,
beat
they
the
got the
Bills.
Texans, they got the Chargers, they got the Lions, they got the Patriots, they got the Chargers again, they got the Raiders. They do have an easy schedule, given depending on how the Chargers and Lions want to play them and how the Texans want to play them. I'm just saying, given the Chargers are able to put up points, you can't deny that.
Yeah.
Fix them.
Bro, it's not. I don't
Go
even need
ahead.
to fix him. Like, it's like I said what I said last week. I stood on it and I was right. And I'm not even about to go into what I want. Like, I want to reel into. I'm not going to do that. All I'm gonna say is that you could say Houston need this game more, but they don't. It's the Broncos, bro. The Broncos need this game because they're the hottest team in the NFL right now. I'm gonna continue to say that. I'm not even about to go too deep in because that should be my only argument for this whole thing. The only thing Houston has is what we said. What does Houston have, bro? CJ Stroud. That's all they have. Without CJ, this team is not in the conversation for anything. Not the head coach, not the defense, not the running back, not the receivers, not the tight end, not the damn offensive line. Nobody. The Broncos, you can remove the pieces. You take Russell Wilson out of there. That defense is the reason why they're winning games. You take Justin Simmons out of there. The defense is still winning games. So that's what I'm saying is that the Broncos need this game more. Sean Payton has been coaching his ass off these last 5 games, and this is the time of year where he needs to buckle down and continue. He's a winning coach. He's done this before. This Houston coach, he's brand new. Oh no, I'm lying. This is the how you say his name? I forgot his name.
DeMeco Ryan.
Yeah, DeMeco Ryan. He's a defensive coach. His defense ain't doing nothing.
Yep.
Now let me just say that he's a defensive coach. He has not done nothing on the defense side. They just outscore people. That's the only reason why they win.
Let me get
CJ is the
Mo. I want you to answer this question. Who needs this more?
Broncos. I think the Broncos need this more. Houston is still going to be number 2 in the AFC South. They can go and beat the rest of them chumps in the AFC South because they ain't gonna play us again, and we beat them already. So that's why I said that. But they can go play them chumps in the AFC South and still come out with a good record. Do you know who the Broncos are in a division with?
Your Jags.
No, the Chiefs.
Oh, the Broncos. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the Broncos.
Yeah, they're in there with the Chiefs, the Raiders, and I think the Chargers, right? Yeah.
Yes, they have to win this game, bro.
Here's my take on it. Here's my take on it and why this game is so important to the Broncos. Because you have a situation where Houston is rocking a rookie quarterback. Who's going to win Rookie of the Year?
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? That's as far as the extent was as the expectation for him and his team.
Yep.
Did anybody at the beginning of the season think that the Texans were going to be even in the playoffs? No. The fact that they're even here right now is just extra stuff that they're adding to it. Yep. But if they miss the playoffs, this is
no big deal.
A very successful season for the Houston Texans because you have found your quarterback of the future. You have found out which players are a good match with him. Okay, yep. You already know to lock up his wide receiver core. Okay, lock him up. Don't let him go because he's here with them. Okay, you know to get him. Maybe that Pierce maybe not the right guy for this running back core. You know that now because you've seen it. Maybe you want to give him another year. That's fine. That's the GM's call. But you got a chance to see what you got and what you have. This is a successful season for Houston if it ended right now.
Yep.
The Broncos
way more successful than they thought it was going to be.
Yeah, the Broncos on the other hand have an aging quarterback.
That's why
they have an aging quarterback who may not be there next year. Okay, the coach could lose his job. There's so much that's riding. Yeah, the coach could get fired from this team. We've seen multiple coaches get fired.
I don't think they're going to fire Sean Payton.
Well, that's because of the 5-game win streak.
Well, that's because of the turnaround.
For these past 5 games, Sean Payton's ass would
have
been on the hot fire.
Wait. So, did you think did everyone think the Broncos were supposed to have a successful season this season?
They're not supposed to be losers.
Hold up. Yes, they did. Not us. Not us.
What? Do you not remember the last season?
Did you? Kory, did you not watch TV during the offseason or something? When Sean Payton got there, the expectations went through the fucking roof.
When CJ Stroud went there, the expectations went through the roof because he was a high draft pick. That happens with high draft picks.
You can't say that.
Okay.
No, that's not true.
No, it didn't.
No,
it didn't.
So
Kory,
when Peyton Manning got drafted at a high pick,
Kory, for real, come on, man, come on.
I'm gonna ask one question, and you'll see right now, based off of this. I just showed you guys a video last week of the Jets and how much hype came in with the Jets just because they got Rodgers. How much hype? People were saying Super Bowl with Rodgers.
Yeah, that's with Rodgers, though.
Okay,
with CJ Stroud,
Super Bowl. That's how much hype was built onto this team. But guess what? You got another Super Bowl winning quarterback in Russell that is on this team. This team, they want to win now. I'm not saying we believe that they're going to win.
I just want to point out
they
something
believe
to
they were
Kory.
going to win.
I just want to point out something to Kory because I followed this all offseason. You do know that CJ Stroud doing what he's doing right now was a shock to the whole league, right? Because they was trying to make it seem like he was slow. They said he didn't pass quarterback, whatever the name of that quarterback test is. They said they said he bombed that. They was trying to make it like he was slow. This is a surprise to everybody in the league because they knew the talent was there, but they was trying to make it like, oh, he can't read defenses. He don't know. They were making it like he's slow. So no, Houston didn't have no high expectations. They didn't expect to win the games they winning now. But the Broncos, when Sean Payton got there, Super Bowl winning coach, blah, 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 Russell Wilson, it went through the roof. They was talking about them like, and they got the new owners. They was talking about them like they were on their way to the Super Bowl. So things have changed since CJ Stroud took off. Things have changed. CJ Stroud took off, but come on, man, you can't say like you can't do that, bro, because they
So I can't say that there's expectation in Houston.
No.
You can say that now.
That's not what I. You can say
what
that
I'm saying is, if they fail their expectations, if he doesn't make the playoffs,
they still win.
Are they going to blow that team up? No,
they still win.
In fact, they have because it's more than what they thought they were going to get.
Nobody knew Tank Dell was going to be Tank Dell.
Yeah, nobody knew.
CJ knew. CJ knew.
Everything is found money for them. Found money. Okay, but on the other hand, the Broncos, there was big expectations. We were all shocked because we thought they were going to trade Russell away mid-season. They were going to fire Payton. They were going to do.
Because Sean Payton is an offensive genius.
Since their past 5 wins, now all of a sudden they're right outside the playoffs.
Yep.
If they make the playoffs, there's a chance this team doesn't get blown up.
When Houston wins this weekend.
So let's go on to the next one. Guys, Chiefs are going to play the Packers. Packers won last week. Great game. The streaking Packers, because they've been on a little bit of a couple game win streak here.
Yeah.
Okay. So with that said, guys, I'm going to start with Mo. Who do you got? And is there a shot here? Or do we end the streak right now?
In the words of Vince McMahon's theme song, the Packers got no chance. No chance in hell. Okay. You can be streaking, yeah. They can streak all day. The streak is over, though. The streak is over. When Pat Mahomes get into Lambeau, the streak is over. I don't have to explain that part. That's Pat.
It is. That is. What about you, Justin?
Yeah, I take Kansas City over Packers, man. I think the Jordan Love magic runs out after this week, and all that hype these last 2 games, you're gonna see him get exposed. Chris Jones finna boom that boy. So I see it just like that.
That defense is crazy.
And Kory, do you see it any other way?
Chiefs, you're playing top 4-5 defense. Jordan Love's going to be seeing looks he's never seen in his career.
Gotcha. Hey, I got another question for you guys about this game. And that question is, with all the MVP talks that we're talking about with Dak and Trevor Lawrence, and everybody else. Is it time for Mahomes to put this to bed and just say, because honestly, most people that I speak to in the league, they admit that best quarterback might be Mahomes. Not saying that he deserves MVP. They're not saying that. He's not even saying that. But is it time for Mahomes to be the MVP and just say, you know what, let me just go ahead and just win this one. Since y'all not running away, I'm giving you guys the opportunity.
I don't think he gives a fuck. I think all he cares about is winning.
Respectfully.
Yeah, respectfully. I think all he cares about is winning.
You know what?
However they get it done, that's how he feel like.
I've ever heard. I did not expect it.
Respectfully. Because you got to look at, see who he's doing it with, though. He's winning these games with who? You can say Travis Kelce, okay. But Travis Kelce just got locked down by the Eagles. He just got locked down.
Playing really well, though.
But that's what I'm saying. He's playing with rookies, bro. The Rice, his receiver over there, Rice.
Oh,
Rice.
okay.
But who was he playing with last year?
Bro, we're going to talk about last year. Nah, I'm not going to lie.
I'm asking a question.
Nah, he's right.
I'm asking a question. Who was he playing with last year?
Yeah, he didn't have anybody really.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But this is why that he. I saw him the best quarterback in the league.
No. He is the best quarterback in the league, and yes, it is his time to shine. Because if last year you played and you dropped over 5,000 yards with 41 touchdowns and 12 interceptions, with just Travis Kelce being the star of the show, where are you now? You need to shine. Yes, he needs to shine. He needs to prove to everybody that, hey, I'm still here. That's the Patrick Mahomes we've been seeing since he's come in. That's the Patrick Mahomes we need to see going forward. That's the Patrick Mahomes you need to see in order for them to win a championship, because they have a great defense right now. This is probably one of the best defenses Kansas City's had. And if you add Patrick Mahomes of the past to this offense, nobody's stopping him. That's Super Bowl.
Right, so let me ask you this.
It's not on Pat though, because Travis ain't
scored
no touchdown in a while.
I understand it, but I'm saying you guys said, Justin just said, oh, he doesn't have any weapons. It's not really, you only have Travis Kelce. He's been stopped.
No,
last season he didn't have Tyreek. Last season he didn't have all these great. He didn't have that great of a receiving core. He had Travis, and he threw for over 5,000 yards. Okay,
Travis was having a monster season. That monster season is not happening this year.
You're not okay.
No, I get what you're saying, but you're getting so animated.
I'm saying he needs to. It's time to shine.
My question is that does he need? My question is, does he need to shine this game? No, he's not. He's playing the past.
Yes.
Well, I mean,
yes.
Then I'm going to
get hot and get rolling.
When to do it? I mean, we're getting to the end of the season now.
Pull up his schedule. I'll tell you when you got to do it. Pull up his schedule. I'll tell you. Don't he play the Cowboys against him? When he play Cowboys?
No, don't do it against Cowboys. Don't do it against
Cowboys. He needs to do it against. That's what he needs to do it. That's what he needs to do it.
Cowboys.
They've got Green Bay.
We don't need that.
Yeah, look. Right after this game, they got the Bills. Do it against the Bills.
Patriots, Raiders, Bengals, and Chargers. That's who he's got left.
Yeah, he won't shine. You know when he's gonna shine? In playoffs. Because guess what? He's about to sit down. He's about to chill out against the Packers. He's gonna beat the shit out of the Bills, and then he's gonna do what he got to do the rest of the week. He's gonna chill out the rest of the week. I'm telling you, he don't need to shine now.
Allen game. He get up for that.
Yeah, he gonna get up.
He
wake up a little. You know
I think what you got. I think what you guys are missing too is he needs to shine. He needs to start turning it up to get the team into that playoff mode, where the rest of the teammates will start to play harder. They'll start to make the correct plays.
I agree. I agree with you there.
You know what though? But I think the team is playing well. And I don't think they're playing bad. I'm just saying, as a quarterback, if he turns it on, I don't think the rest of the quarterbacks, including Dak, can keep up with him if he turns it on. And I agree with Mo now hearing what he just said. He don't give a fuck.
How many games they got left?
Hold on, let me finish my statement. Keep your award. Fuck your award. I only want that Super Bowl ring. Everything else, I don't care about nothing else. So if you guys want it, I think he's on top of the mountain looking down at us saying, if you peasants want to fight over that award, go right ahead. I'm more concerned about winning the championship.
Yep.
And with that being said, Mo, I agree with what you said. He doesn't give a fuck. Because, If he turned it on, I don't think any of the quarterbacks in the league can keep up with him.
And even with him not shining, he's still ranked number 2 for that award.
Because we
Oh,
sitting
he's
up
still
here saying
shining. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it wrong. He's not
we sitting
shining.
up here.
He's still
That's what I'm
shining,
saying.
but he hasn't turned it on. He hasn't.
Yeah, and he's still
you
number
know
2
what?
though.
Yeah.
Let me put this shit to bed.
We sitting
He
up
doesn't
here
even
saying
bother.
that he got to turn it on, and the reason his stats look like that ain't because of him. It's because drops.
Yeah,
So
it's
if
drops.
they just catch
And
the ball,
you should know
and
that, Kory,
guess
because
who's
it's
the
the same
top?
thing that happened to Lamar. Lamar's playing great. Lamar's
But I'm
playing. How
saying
many
he
drops
needs
does
to,
he have to deal
he
with?
needs to turn it on. He's got to get them going. He's got to do it.
He can't
I
catch
don't
the ball
care.
for him.
Listen, I don't care about. I know. I don't care about the drops. He has to start putting up more numbers because if his team isn't, if he's not pushing forward and playing harder, his team won't start to play harder because he is
I
the
think he's
leader
playing
of that
hard.
team.
I think he
Hey
would be
man,
offended that you would say that because I think
you gotta bring it. He's got to get in them. He's got to be like, hey, you need to catch these balls. They need to be doing reps in practice. And whenever he gets a chance, just throw anything at him. Throw a paper airplane, catch that. Do something all the
you know,
time
man.
just to get him going.
He
You
has
gotta.
turned this
He
kid
has to
Rice into
spark that team.
a future star. I don't know if the kid's a future star or if it's only because
He's
Mahomes
he's
makes him
he.
like a star.
There was
Either
a
way,
lot of
he's
hype
doing
on him, and he's
good.
looked all
Kory,
right so
stop
far.
because I don't want to have this podcast running 3.5 hours long because you don't want to know how to stop. Get into the
Me,
game of the week. Okay. The 49ers against the Eagles. This obviously is our game of the week. There's not a soul in the world that can tell you that this is not the game. San Fran's a 3-point favorite. Now, here's the thing. They have 3 losses on the season. The Eagles are rolling around with only 1 loss, and they've beaten the Cowboys. They've beaten the Chiefs. They've beaten a lot of these top teams. San Francisco being a 3-point favorite, do you find that as an insult to the Eagles? Mo, I'm going to start with you.
No, because the Eagles have every game they won has been close.
Mhm.
And personally, I have the 49ers winning anyway.
I think almost
So
everybody I've spoken to anyway has the same thing.
yeah, I have the
Does anybody
49ers winning anyway because they haven't really like win it. They can win it and whoop nobody. It don't matter the team. So it's like, no, it's not disrespectful. They still the Eagles without winning this game.
Okay. That said, let me change the question to the other 2 gentlemen. Justin and Kory, do either one of you have the Eagles winning the game outright? Just forget about the score. Do either one of you have them winning the game?
No.
Okay, so both of you agree that, well, we'd all be unanimous anyway in saying that the Eagles are our choices to lose, and San Francisco is just going to win the game outright. Correct?
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. That goes into what I'm saying. How is that possible when the Eagles supposed to be the top team in, the whole thing? So we don't see this 3-point as an insult. Obviously, that answers that question. It goes into, we're talking about Jalen Hurts being the MVP, number 1 ranked for the MVP. And his team is the underdog against the 49ers. Is the pressure too much for Hurts? Is it going to eventually squash him? Kory?
Oh, the pressure's not too much for the kid because he had a great season last season. So he already knew what the MVP talks was all about. Pressure's not enough. The problem is Philly. Is the team as a whole. They're not the same defense they were last year.
Mhm.
They're a middle of the pack kind of team, offensively and defensively this year. They bend, they don't break. And like I said, you can't continue to win games in the clutch moments. And San Francisco isn't one of those teams that is going to take their foot off the gas. When San Francisco gets rolling, they get rolling. And we've seen it in their victories.
Yep.
All right.
So
What about you, Justin? Is this pressure something? Is he feeling this pressure?
Pressure wise, not at all. This man got ice in his veins, man. His ice in his veins has been like this since last year. So this Jalen Hurts is the coldest man in football right now. And I say that. He's the coldest man in football. He's done it back-to-back weeks. I don't care if y'all say he's a bailout or this man, he is the coldest player in football right now. So MVP pressure, not at all. But this game will determine on the first 2 drives on each side. This will determine this game. That's all I'm gonna say.
With that said,
That part I don't agree
if
with.
we're all wrong about this particular week,
Yeah.
and the Eagles come and they spank the 49ers, how do we handle that? Honestly, how do we handle it? Like,
Give the man his respect. That's what it
I
is.
think we have
That's
to.
it.
I think
You
we
have to
all have
apologize. We have to
to
apologize and give that man respect.
size their
Simple as
rings
that. Just give it to him.
and get moving.
No, I
That's
still
fine.
don't think you size their range. I just think that they finally do what we've been expecting the Eagles to do all season, like beat somebody real bad. How about that?
You know what
Just-
it is? And I've said this, since last year. The 49ers coming in with a chip on their shoulder, bro. This is the game that it should have squashed all this Jalen Hurts nonsense shit out the way. Because Brock Purdy should have won last year. Took him out early in the first quarter. They had to run their quarterback, Christian McCaffrey, because he took out the backup right away. So this is the first time these teams have seen each other since that game. And Brock Purdy I feel it in my soul, bro. He gonna come out on a whole nother level.
Demon
So
time.
yeah, he gonna come out where I'm giving y'all 60. Just cause y'all did me like that last year. So Philly better
That all
beware
depends
what's
on the
going
rest of the
on.
players. I'm not going to buy that he's going to do that. I don't think he has
Nah,
the
because he got
ability.
some dogs on his team too, bro.
Let me
They
ask
gonna
this
come out
next
to Kodak.
Well, with that said, what are your keys to the victory of either team? Whoever, well, obviously, we all say that the 49ers are going to win. So give me your keys to victory for the 49ers to beat the Eagles, since not too many people have been able to figure that out other than the Jets, and that was a fluke. Mo, what's the keys to victory for the 49ers?
Keep pressure. Well, they gonna do that. So it's keep pressure on Hurts, make him scramble, because he ain't been making those throws very well like he was doing last season. Last season he'll scramble, chuck it up to AJ Brown. AJ Brown do it, but now AJ Brown is dropping passes. Like I don't know what's going on, but keep pressure on Hurts, make them figure out what's going on, and then stop that. They don't really have a good run game, but you continue to stifle that run game, and you got this game. Let Brock Purdy go over there and do what he do. It's a win. It's a win, baby. Chase Young.
What about you, Kory? Give me your keys.
For 49ers, control the clock. Control the clock. Get CMC to run, make Purdy make throws. That's all they really got to do. And then that defense is going to do what they do best, and they're going to put a lot of pressure on Jalen. Look at what the Bills did to him. That's all you got to do. The Bills got a lot of pressure on Jalen Hurts. You do the same, you're going to win that game. Two different teams, man.
You think they're a control the clock team?
The
Kyle
Niners,
Shanahan?
I think they're like a 50-50 kind of team, because they do like to throw the ball a lot. Because like I said, Purdy has good numbers, man. He's had good games. He's 200, 300-yard games consistently. So they like to throw the ball a lot. CMC gets like anywhere between 60 to 80 rushing yards a game, somewhere around there. So I think this game they might want to dial it back just a touch and just beat up that Eagles front. Because like I said, the Eagles have been bending all season. And I think the 49ers are a step on the gas type of team that once they get the momentum going, they're just going to
get with Justin. You get your keys, Justin.
Hey, it's 49ers got to play QB contained, man. You got to show him why you got Chase Young, why you went to go get him. You got to show him. He got to show up this game. You got Nick Bosa on the other side, and then Fred Warner got to play that middle on. Just keep eyes on Jalen Hurts the entire time. Just keep eyes on Jalen Hurts, and then watch anything coming up the middle. So once you play QB contained, you good.
I got you.
That's what
I agree.
on offense. They're gonna play fast offense anyway. So
I got you. And that's the thing. I think if they play their regular game, I think it'll just be back and forth. If the 49ers expect to just dominate this game, then I think they're going to have to do a little bit of what Kory said, which is to control the clock. I don't need Hurts on the field too much. Okay, Hurts gets lucky a lot. Facts.
Put him in a
He just
bunch of
gets
third
lucky
and
a
2
lot.
situations, and you won the game
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
instead
You
of
know,
third and
so
1, because you saw what happened when the Bills stopped them from that brotherly shove.
yeah,
And that's crazy that you got to talk like that, but it's like put them in 3rd and 3, 3rd and 2.
yeah, 3rd and 2, 3rd and
You get them
3,
off the field.
and we get them off the field. They have to punt, and if they have to
Mhm.
punt, that's going to be, you know, keep their defense on the field. You have a better chance of winning that game.
Yep.
Period. Gentlemen, I want to get into one of my favorite things, which is our sit starts. I like our sit starts. We go back and forth and argue a lot. I love that shit. Mo, you didn't send it to me, but
He's
that's all
not
right.
let that shit.
I'll let you talk trash about these guys. He always forgets. He's been forgetful lately, guys. We'll give him a little love. Okay. We're gonna start with, I think, Kory on this one. Kory, talk to
Sit
me.
him. Not a fan. Don't believe in him. Playing that Kansas City D, they're ranked like 4 or 5 or something like that. Chris Jones going to be visiting him all game long.
All right.
Start him. They're going against the Carolina Panthers, man. Mike Evans is the number 1 target for Baker Mayfield. He's had a great season. He gets several targets a game. Let me see here. What was he doing? He's had over 100 yards last couple of games, and he's had 4 TDs in 3 games. So start him. He's going to get you some points.
Gotcha. Justin.
Man, you're gonna sit Bryce Hall this game, man. The reason why I tell you this, they're going against Atlanta this week. Atlanta's ranked number 2 against all running backs this year, and quarterback's got just got no quarterback, man. So because of that, you know what you do? You cheat. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna cheat, and Bryce Hall ain't gonna get. I don't see him getting over 50.
All right.
Start Brock Purdy, man. Like I said, he coming in with a chip on his shoulder, man. He gonna come in with a chip on his shoulder, and he gonna try to throw 60. Look at that face, bro. He gonna give you 60. Gonna give you 60. Look at his face. I'm telling you.
Look like a
Well, his
used
neck-
car salesman.
Does.
His
He
neck
looks like he's
long
gonna
as
tell me
hell.
something.
He gonna give you
Tell me
60.
Neck long as hell, bro.
You gotta see what
All
Trent
right.
big ass.
And to me, I'm gonna say to sit Najee Harris. Now, this was not an easy one, right? Because last week he damn near ran for 100 yards. Okay. But here's the thing: this Steeler team is still finding themselves offensively. And with that said, I just don't think this is a gut feeling. I don't think he's going to have a very good week. This is not necessarily about him because he had a great week last week. But
That's
I
the
honestly
point.
don't think they're going to stick to that. I think they're going to want to get their quarterback more involved in it. They want to try to see where that goes. So I say sit him. It's not worth starting him. But my start definitely is Pat Mahomes. Start him. Green Bay does not have anything for him. He gonna beat them up. Okay. And like I said, he's gonna want to shine.
Yeah.
So Mo, can you give me somebody that you think would be your sit or start?
My start. I know my start. My start is the Browns defense. Start them. They playing the Rams, and start them. I think they're gonna get some points because I think they're gonna get the interceptions that's needed and whatnot. But who I would sit if I had to just say somebody, you sit your Saints defense. I think the Lions got something to prove. I actually do think the Lions are gonna. I think that game is just gonna go differently because we've been so wrong on the show about certain games, and now it's like I think they come in there and they try to wreck shop with Jahmyr Gibbs and
I'm
David
with you.
Montgomery.
I'm with you on that one. I can't even say you wrong.
You know, it's
All right,
crazy
well,
you mentioned Najee, bro. I was just thinking about Kenny Pickett. He only has 2,000 yards, 6 touchdowns, and
I know.
4
I
interceptions.
know, but they're still looking.
They got a good winning record. Like, that's just crazy to me.
It can be crazy. It's a gut feeling of who I'm saying to sit. I'm
Najee
not saying
had-
that he had a great week. I said he had a great week last
No,
week.
no. I was just you're not your sit. I'm talking about the Steelers as a whole, that they're winning.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Yeah,
They asked.
agreed. Nobody, but that's. I think this team is searching, and that's why, because they're searching, they're experimenting, because they're right now they're in the hunt for the playoffs. They're right in it. Look where they
Yep.
are right now. Hold on, let me bring this up. Let me bring this back
Hey.
up. Let me bring this up.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
right there.
Right now, they're in it. They're in here. Okay. So, with that said, they need to figure this out before the playoffs actually start. I think they're experimenting with their team. They're trying different things. They're looking for the way of who their identity is. And I'm a little worried to put money on. I'm a little worried to pick their guys. So if I have him on my team, I'm sitting him. I'm gonna choose to sit him. Even though he had that week
Yeah.
that he had. But let me get into the next thing, because the next thing that I enjoy about my football weeks are my prize picks.
Mhm.
Gentlemen, you guys know I love my prize picks. So I want to talk about that. We're going to start with Kory. Kory sent me his. You ready, Kory?
That's right. Keenan Allen, more than 89 yards. The man's he's had 3 games back to back to back, over 100 yards a game. He's been beast this season in fantasy. Tyreek Hill, and they're going against the Patriots. He'll be fine. Tyreek Hill going against Washington Commanders. He's getting a touchdown. I think he's going to start to pick up pace. They're going to attempt to go for that 2,000-yard mark. So he's going to find the end zone like he always does. And Tua is going to scramble at some point in the game for more than 4.5 yards. He'll get it. He'll scramble for like a 6-yard first down, more on that. And you got a win. Whatever you put on it, that is a win for sure.
You got to factor in sacks too.
Yeah. But Washington gets sacked. They don't really sack that much.
You're right.
I got you.
I was just saying. I was saying you're wrong. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Justin, here's yours.
Yeah, man. David Montgomery over 63 and a half rushing yards. Like I said, they're gonna run this ball like there's no tomorrow. They're gonna rotate them out. Jameer Gibbs finally woke up. They finally started using them. So Jared Goff, just sit down, bro. You don't gotta throw the ball out all this game. They just gonna run the ball the whole game. There's no point in Jared Goff even playing. Put the backup in. Let him get a rest in. That boy cool, man. Listen, cool. Number 1 kicker percentage wise of all time. Fine, because Justin Tucker want to miss a field goal and everything like that, but it's cool.
Don't talk to me.
But we're not going to talk about that. Cool. I'm not going to say the Jets defense is not top 5 defense. I've been saying it all year. I'm not going to say they're not going to get down past the 50, but Cool going to kick that thing, bro. He could kick a 60-yard if he wanted to. So I have 1.5 over field goals, 2 of them. And then the Jets quarterback, man, whatever his name is, I'm not even going to say his name because it's not worth saying.
Tim Boyle.
31.5 passing attempts. Yeah, they're not gonna be down that much because Atlanta's offense is garbage. But he's not gonna throw the ball 31 times. They're gonna try to get the ball to Breece Hall, and he's not gonna do nothing either. So it don't matter. So just get the Jets out of here, bro. Pack them up, ship them away. And they activate Aaron Rodgers for 21 days, and the season ends in 3 weeks. So it don't make no sense. There's no point.
That's your son talking. I just want
you know
you
what?
to know
There's no
that.
point.
That's your son.
They wasted him. Just wait till next year, bro. Come back ready.
If Aaron Rodgers gets in this game, I got I've already put like several people on him to just go and tackle him and just get him off the field. Don't
There's no point, bro. There's no point.
don't get on this field. Please don't get on this field.
No point.
Okay.
It's a Jets quarterback.
Aaron, I implore you
Look at his
not to
face.
get on this field. Please. Pretty please. Don't
Look at his face.
don't even do the one snap thing that people are talking about. That you just want to break it and say you were the fastest one to ever come back. So just come in and play one play. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Okay. Because Kory's boy, Jesse Bates, may just, come and actually
Hey,
break
he
it.
had the pick 6.
Yeah, he had a great
Captain
pick.
Bates.
Kory got excited. Kory got excited, bro.
Captain Bates.
I should have texted Kory when he did that.
Let me get to my picks
did.
here.
He did.
I said, okay, CJ Stroud, 269, not enough. He's going to throw for more than that. I'm not saying they're going to win the game. I'm not saying anything about that. I'm just saying that he is the offense, and he likes to throw that ball, and he likes to air it out, boy. And I'm like, good. Go ahead and go get your yards, young man. Go get your yards. Give me that 269. Give me 270. That way I can get my price. Okay.
Mhm.
Trevor Lawrence, 2 TDs against the Bengals. Come on. For real, for real? I can take that all day. And Adam Thielen, 6 receptions. That's all I need. He's the only offense that team has. And every week I have him on my bench, and every week he's throwing 17, 18 points on my fantasy team, but I can't get him in there because I have too many wide receivers on my team. Okay. That's who I say start. Okay. That said, gentlemen, I want to thank you again for another great week, another wonderful, wonderful, wonderful episode. Okay, where we all kind of jump on Kory's throat for a little while. Okay, but Kory, we love you. You are completely our brother. Believe that. Okay,
Can't wait.
guys, your parting words. I'll start with Kory. Kory, come at us and tell us we're all assholes for coming at you.
I don't have anything to say because remember we went down this road already one time and I was right. I can't wait. I can't wait.
All right, Justin.
Yeah, man. From the Hip Podcast, we here every Wednesday and Saturday. Appreciate y'all for joining in. Like, comment, subscribe on YouTube. We're on Spotify. Tune in. And that's it, man. Go Hawks.
Mr. Mo.
Duval. That's all I gotta say.
Hey, folks. Pay close attention because over the next few weeks we're going to start going live. We're gonna be moving into the Saturday playoff games, and right before the playoffs we got some Saturday games. So we're gonna start going live a little earlier for you.
Mortal Kombat character.
You can
Oh,
get
that
into
shit
the
sharp.
hype right before the games actually start up. So just pay attention for when we start posting about that.
Yeah.
And as always, folks, I just want to say thank you for watching. And I'm also gonna say to let's keep it football and let's keep it from the hip. Thank you, everyone.